to my channel. My name is Nicole. I had kind of a certain idea in mind for my first video that just does not want to come to fruition. I can't count exactly how many videos I've tried to make before today. The short story is that as many creative pieces of content as I would like to make as this channel progresses, I'm being called to focus on doing tarot card readings first and foremost. So my very first reading will be today, and thank you for joining me. But I'm going to do a 3-card reading on relationships, self, and wealth. Self could be internal work, health related. Wealth can be financial, business, or wealth in other forms, of course. So I'll touch on those. I do like to use oracle cards as well. So we'll have 2 different oracle cards as kind of a bonus to add to that. And then at the end, I'm going to use these single word cards to see if there are any additional messages, anything I might not have answered for you. But this particular reading I would like to do is going to focus on what the collective reader or watcher, viewer, needs to focus on for the rest of 2021. There are only a few weeks left as of recording this. There are 2 weeks left in December, and then we start a whole new year. So I really wanted to, not even really wanted to, but to feel compelled to and can't avoid going over what we need to focus on for the rest of this year. So I do pre-shuffle the cards before I bring them out, but I know people like to see it on camera a little bit, so we'll do that. I do read reversals, and I will put out a video about my tarot card journey, of course, and we've kind of already been getting the energy going, but like I said, we're going to do a 3-card spread here. So relationships, self. Oh. Yeah, they're already getting spicy. And then wealth. Okay, yeah. Sometimes it does that and they pop right out. Everybody reads cards differently, so I don't judge anybody's interpretation. Then I'm also using the Moonology Oracle deck here to get an oracle card for the rest of 2021. That is 4. That's way too many. I said 1, so I'm going to pick 1. And then the Kim Kranz Archetypes deck, I love because it is huge and circular. So I get one of these and then we'll get into it. Okay, that's too many, but I hear you. Yeah, they want me to get into it. Seriously, I had a completely different video planned out for this process. And apparently I'm not allowed. I need to just do tarot card readings and be honest with myself. So interesting. Okay. So to start, we have in relationships, the 9 of Pentacles reversed. This is the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Tarot deck, I believe. Yes, the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. And this is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So the 9 of Pentacles reversed would indicate in relationships there being like a need to quit focusing so much on the self. With the 9 of Pentacles, when it's upright, it really talks about being kind of in your own power, and super stable, independent, and all that good energy. So when it's reversed, it's like your independence is actually a hindrance in the relationship category with it being in reverse. It's also interesting to me too, actually, now that I'm seeing this, there being 4 feathers, which kind of are making me think of the 4 of Wands, which is structure, the structure, foundation, or stability of something like a relationship, right? And it's these pentacles are kind of representing these eggs, and it's very home. I'm feeling home, like you need to, like eggs in a nest kind of energy as far as that home, and being required to really focus on care and gentleness. That's what I'm picking up. So, okay, if you're in a romantic relationship, I feel like, less focused on the self. It's not you versus me. It's you and I for the sake of us, when it comes to an argument or a disagreement or finances or anything like that, when it comes to family, it could be, just heard home for the holidays, going home for the holidays and being less independent and closed off, maybe being more open and available to family this time of year. And if it's, work relationships or anything like that, it's about recognizing the importance of teamwork and not just the importance of being able to be self-motivated or an independent worker. So it really is like laying down or reversing that independent streak. It's not negative, and it's not saying be codependent or anything, but to release that drive to be super independent for the rest of the year. First video, I'm sure I'll be stumbling on my words. Now, for self, I really like this card that came up, but this is the Six of Cups. And it's really quite beautiful. It's, as with plants, however big a tree is, they talk about the root system being as big underneath the ground. And with plants needing a healthy root system, you can get root rot, which will damage and kill a plant if not treated. And the Six of Cups is an emotional card and can speak of kind of like going into your internal root system. Your past can also speak of with Six of Cups. The things that feed your roots, and look for root rot, look for what needs to be treated and damaged for the rest of this year. I'm getting almost like this zapping at these sensitive roots. Maybe, if things are exposed, they might feel really sensitive right now. And pay attention to the things that are really causing that nervous system reaction that I'm getting from this picture. That's what I'm getting with that Six of Cups. Now, for wealth, we have the Father of Wands. And this lightning bolt energy is really represented in that passionate, driven, action-based place. So when it comes to wealth, whether it be financial or otherwise, whether it's, work or hobbies, anything that fills you. I looked down, I said fills your cup, and I was drawn to this card. So it fills yourself, really. When it comes to your wealth, is going to be action. With the King, it is very powerful. I'm getting leadership qualities coming through here. So with wealth, maybe strike while the iron is hot. Also, I'm getting with this, I just heard. It's really interesting to me looking at all three of these cards with the Nine of Pentacles being reversed and letting go in your relationships of that drive and, striving for independence above all else. That there's this healing of self healing of self, nurturing, gardening, tending to of the inner self and taking action. I'm getting with the Pentacles being in relationships too, and the Snake being this action card. I'm almost getting that when it comes to relationships, the wealth is going to spill over if you're able to be action-based, or taking this action is going to help, being action motivated and not just, what is it? It's not lazy, but I can't think of the word at the moment, but just laying in wait, just waiting for that energy to come to you is not the energy you should be taking for the rest of the year. Now, that's funny. I had this card flipped upside down until just now. This card says, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So if you're a Virgo or have Virgo in your chart or in somebody else's chart that's related to you, this might be relevant. I am reading for all signs, as I said, collectively, but this does call out Virgo and new energy, but a time to give rather than take. And I was just saying, being action-based instead of taking a back seat or, kind of sitting and waiting for somebody to come to you. It's, again, a call to action. This is so crazy, you guys. And then we have the offering, holding a hand, either having this action will bring to your table an offering, somebody who wants to come sit at your table, essentially, or your offering, again, having you offer, keep your hand open. I'm also being reminded of the poem where it talks about, trying to hold sand or hold water and it just pouring through your fingers, but having that loose grip will keep it. And this offering is like that relaxed, loose grip. So releasing control, giving that offering of action towards relationships, towards whatever wealth is for you for the rest of the year, doing some inner work. Doesn't look like it's going to be a very relaxing last couple of weeks, I will say. With all this action-based energy, it's definitely saying, like, look, cross your T's and dot your I's for the rest of the year. Do some self-reflecting. Show people who love you that you love them, that you care, that you're on the same team. If you have goals or if you have things that you want to do, take action steps towards them, especially with this Father of Wands energy. It's I've always kind of tried to do the thing where you have a goal. Let's say it's start a YouTube channel. What are the steps, and then kind of work backwards from there. Well, of course, if you want to start a YouTube channel, what kind of content do you need? What's kind of, the energy or the vibe of your videos? And you just go, what video equipment are you going to need? What's your setup going to look like? Where are you going to shoot? How, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point being, like, those are one step at a time that you can take until you chew up bit by bit this big plate that feels like, like an insurmountable meal that is the goal. There's a food analogy, of course, but now I do want to wrap up. If there's something I haven't specifically answered for you that you are wanting an answer about, that's what I would like to try to use these for. Interesting. Let's see if anything else comes out. So for the rest of 2021, what else do we have going on? Do we just have the one, or is there any additional messages? Yeah, no, I guess that's going to be all she wrote. Nothing else wants to pop out. So we have communicate. And the card says, things left unsaid will never reach shore. It's definitely a hard time this time of year for a lot of people. Some people are celebrating a holiday for the first time without other people around with the pandemic and the losses they've experienced. Some people are still struggling financially. Some people are starting a new life and creating new traditions. Some people are trying not to be triggered into substance abuse. There's a lot going on. And I think communicate is really going to be the key to get through the next 2 weeks, no matter what action steps you need to take. Everybody is going to have different needs, but at the end of the day, communication and letting people know where you're at, if you're not doing well, if you're feeling well, if you're grateful, if you're sad, etc., is really going to show people I'm here, I'm invested, even if I'm struggling, or I'm here and I'm invested, and sometimes I forget, but not right now. I want to take the opportunity to let you know how much I care. That makes sense. So I I hope you found this reading helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would love to see you again soon. I'm going to post weekly content here, so stay tuned for more. If you comment down below, I would love to engage with you. So let me know what you think, what resonates with you, what doesn't, what kind of content you'd like to see in the future. There's definitely going to be some witchy explanations on things. I've got kind of an altar set up back here. We can go over explanations of tarot readings, all sorts of good stuff. Crystals lined up. So I'm excited to get going and to see you on the other side of 2021. Anyway, happy holidays. Thank you.